Welcome to Eagle News. Today our topic is 20 childhood stars who became adult criminals Part 1. Do you ever wonder what it is about celebrity that causes some people to appear to go insane? When you stop and think about it, it's incredible how many young people with promising careers in Hollywood ended themselves behind prison, and in some cases, lost their lives prematurely. What is it about Hollywood that encourages such behavior? The following is a list of 20 prominent youngsters who got themselves into legal problems for various reasons. After a series of run-ins with the cops, a handful of them committed suicide. Fortunately, one or two of them were able to restore order and continue. Most, if not all, of the names on this list will be familiar to you. Lindsay Lohan. To say the least, this is one of the most well-known names on the list. Lindsay Lohan played the cute little kid in the adaptation of The Parent Trap. Audiences all over the world fell in love with her, not only because she was adorable, but also because she appeared to have a beautiful knack for acting. Everything appeared to come naturally to her. As a result, her career took off, and she began making movies one after the other. Unfortunately, she began experimenting with drugs and alcohol as a teenager, and it began to have a significant impact on her work. It wasn't long before she started arriving late or not at all for photos. She's been arrested for DUI and has spent time in rehab. She claims she had a tough upbringing and that she hides her troubles with drink and drugs. Unfortunately, she still appears to be battling with these issues, though she has recently shown signs of trying to bring things under control. Macaulay Culkin. Almost everyone recalls the adorable little kid from the film Home Alone. This is another case where his career took off, only to be derailed by drug-related problems. Culkin has been arrested several times for drug offenses, and his acting career has essentially ended. More recently, he's been active in music and, by all accounts, is attempting to get and keep his life under control. Dustin Diamond. This is the Screech character from Saved by the Bell. No one would have thought at the time that he was capable of attempting to commit murder, yet that is exactly what he did. In reality, he was arrested for stabbing someone. This was shocking news for many people who grew up watching the show, because he didn't seem like that type of person, at least not in front of the camera. At the time, it seemed that many showgoers couldn't tell the difference between his persona and Diamond himself. Nobody understands exactly what transpired or what prompted such an act to this day. Nonetheless, it was enough to get him in major legal difficulties that he will have to deal with for the rest of his life. Winona Ryder. Ryder appeared in a variety of films during the 1980s. After starring in the film Heathers, she was in high demand and became one of the people sought after for virtually every major project in Hollywood. Her success continued until the early 1990s, but it appears that trouble found her almost out of nowhere. She was arrested for theft after several years of considerable success in Hollywood. She was charged with shoplifting, but the charges were significantly more serious than that. They went on to mention grand larceny and substance addiction. She has since taken the required steps to reclaim her life and has even found work, most notably acting in the Netflix smash Stranger Things. Edward Furlong. Terminator 2: Judgment Day was a hugely popular film at the time. Even now, it is regarded in high regard and is routinely broadcast on television. The amazing cast, together with excellent writing and special effects that were literally second to none, contributed to the film's popularity. A 14-year-old boy named Edward Furlong was one of the film's stars. He delivered a dominating performance that captivated viewers worldwide. Unfortunately, it wasn't long after the completion of this film that he began falling into legal difficulties almost every time he turned around. He was eventually arrested for narcotics and has been accused of repeatedly beating up his women. He still claims that his domestic violence issues are a direct result of his drug addiction,